Hi, I'm Linda, and I'm a member of Bon Air Presbyterian Church. I'm on the communications ministry team here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about how Livewire has helped Bon Air solve some of our audio problems. Bon Air Presbyterian Church has been in Bon Air, Virginia for over 140 years. For the first 80 years, we were in a little chapel down the road. So in 1963, we moved into this building. Our communications team is made up of all volunteers, all amateurs, but they really stepped up and figured out a way that during the pandemic we could continue to worship together from our homes. But when the pipe organ and the choir sang together, that's when it became apparent to us that we needed to do something more sophisticated with our sound system. Our sound system wasn't able to separate the sound of the music from the organ and the choir, and it became difficult to understand what was being sung. It kind of detracted from the worship experience, truthfully. So after the pandemic, we realized that we were not going to stop Zooming because that's really a great service. And we decided we need to hire some professionals to help us solve the problems. When we realized we needed to find somebody to help us solve the problem, we asked around, we asked other churches. I also knew that Livewire did home systems, but I didn't realize that Livewire did work for churches. They came to the sanctuary one day, and here was the minister and the associate minister and the music director and the head of the property team, because this is an existing structure and there are certain things to consider when you have to do wiring in an existing structure. And so they came and they heard all of us, and we all had different views on what was needed. Our property team was very concerned because the area where some of the work would be done is under and around behind that wonderful pipe organ. The base is solid cement, so there's no way that you could run cable underneath that base. So they were going to have to somehow work around that pipe organ. The minister was there, and one thing that we sitting there in the congregation were really never 100% aware is that where he was sitting, he could not hear the choir singing because of where his seat is and the direction in which the choir sings. The music director was very concerned that we were going to be requiring her to play the organ quietly, because as any organist will tell you, the beauty of a pipe organ is the ability to play it to its fullest glory of being a pipe organ. Oh, another thing was that this sanctuary already had a hearing aid loop for those members who have hearing aids, and we had to make sure that whatever was put in place would be able to work with the existing hearing aid loop. So those were concerns for just being there in the sanctuary, but we wanted our members, our friends who were watching us from home on Zoom, to hear the live experience of the actual worship service, with being able to hear everything that they needed to hear. We're not a sophisticated communications team. We do not go back later and adjust volumes from a recorded service. Everything we do is live and live streamed, or you see a later recording of a live stream. So knowing that the people at home get to experience what we're experiencing here, that does bring you a lot of joy and a lot of satisfaction. Livewire put together the solution, the package that they were presenting to us. And there was some back and forth, and they were very willing to give us different choices. And the solution that they put together for us, we've been very, very pleased with. We've had such great feedback from our congregation members that usually attend the service from their home. We've had great feedback from people in the sanctuary, especially when you have some people who have maybe a few hearing issues, that it has made an impact. It's made a positive impact. I would definitely recommend Livewire. They were very easy to work with, took into consideration all of our concerns, all of our needs. They were very responsive when we had any questions or concerns after the system was installed. And they were a pleasure to work with. And the people who were here to install the system, they knew what they were doing. So we felt like we were in good hands.